You met, you went out on dates, you fell in love, you got married, you spent a lot of time together, maybe years, maybe decades, and all of a sudden, bam, you break up. In this video, I talk about how do you get over a breakup. Step number one. So you and the meat puppet broke up. You have to figure out and realize one thing: acceptance. Yep, acceptance. You have to accept the fact that it is over. You have to accept the fact that they changed their mind about the relationship. They reneged on the promise. You have to accept that. And it has to start right there with acceptance, because you will not be able to move forward until you actually accept it. No more fantasizing. No more hoping and wishing and praying. Something different happens down the road, something changes down the road. Guess what? We don't live down the road. If it happens, we deal with that when it comes. As for right now, they're out the door or you're out the door. You have to accept it. Many times we have this cognitive dissonance in ourselves where this cannot be. I thought we were going to spend the rest of our lives together. We were supposed to grow old together. And yet, they're gone. Step number one is acceptance. Now, you've accepted that you and the meat puppet are not together. What you have to do is not take the age-old cliche of the fastest way to get over someone is to get under someone. You don't do that. Don't run into the arms of someone else right away. Because what you'll do is have them the victim of your rebound. And if it's something that you need to work on yourself, you're gonna bring that problem to the next relationship. How fun is it to hear someone drone on and on and on about their ex? Oh, he was so this and that. Oh, she was so this and that. And the new person that you're dating is so thrilled and so entertained. Don't run into the arms of someone else. Step number three is find a support system. Pretty much immediately, you're gonna need some support. Why? Because you're going to cry. Male or female. Now, of course, if you're a guy, cry alone. Don't show your boys your tears. Bruh, are you crying? No, I'm purging. Anybody else? Just cry. Get it out. Wallow. It's okay. We all understand. Now, fellas, go talk to your buddies. Just feel. Feel the feelings of the breakup. Go through the emotion. The pain is part of the process. We'll visit that again down the road. But find a support system that will allow you to get it all out, to let you cry, to let you wallow, to let you vent. But you're gonna need that because it's part of the process. Now, after you find a good support system, set aside some post-breakup time for self-inventory. You gotta look at yourself. Now, it's not about you placing blame on the other person or putting a whole lot of blame on yourself. It's just about being real about the relationship. You're gonna think about the relationship anyway, so you may as well analyze it. Analyze what went wrong, what they could have done different, what you could have done different. But more importantly, you need to focus on yourself because you can't control others. So you wanna focus on yourself and learn your strengths and your weaknesses, and learn what you could have done differently and what you will do differently in the future. But don't make any moves. Just take a personal inventory of yourself. Allow yourself some time. And in that time, don't take a whole lot of opportunities to make drastic decisions. Don't make decisions when you're in an emotional low or high. Just level off, analyze yourself. Step number 5, throw away reminders. All these things will cause you to hold on and cling and fantasize. Not helpful. So you need to get rid of all those keepsakes and all those things that have sentimental value, and you need to get rid of them. Storm away. Just get them out of your sight. You don't need these constant reminders, because you're never going to be able to move forward with those reminders. Keep tapping you on the shoulder, and you're laying awake at night, and every time you see it, a bit of nostalgia wells up in you, and you stop your forward progress. Step number 6, forgive the past. Yes, some things went wrong. Yes, she did some things wrong, and he did some things wrong. Either way, you have to forgive it, because without it, you can never move forward. It is a trap. Having unforgiveness is sort of like being in jail and you have the keys to the cell in your pocket. You are the one who is trapped. Remember, they moved on and they're probably not losing a whole lot of sleep, but you are there in anger, sadness, depression, trapped in your own emotions. Learn how to forgive as soon as possible, as soon as you can, and it will aid you in moving forward with your life. Number 7 is a realization. Realize that you can still love them. Simply love yourself more. Want better, do better, be better. This is a time where you realize you have to start paying more attention to yourself and start loving yourself and stop neglecting yourself. It's okay to love them. You probably will love them in part the rest of your life, and that's okay. But at the same time, you must love yourself more. Step number 8, musical accompaniment and exercise. First, sad music. Go break out the Adele tapes, the Erykah Badu, the Alanis Morissette. Listen to all the breakup songs you want. Get it all out of your system. And when you're done with all the sad songs, because it helps you and it's therapeutic, because it's good to know that someone else understands what you're going through. Someone else understands, and in this case is singing about exactly what you're feeling. Then you switch that type of music over a period of time to more empowering music, upbeat music, happier music, energizing music, and then exercise. Why? Why is this so important? Because it changes your state. Your physiology changes your emotions. Put yourself in an empowering state, an impactful state, and start getting busy instead of wallowing in fear. I like how Tony Robbins would explain it, and he says, you notice how when someone says a sad story, their posture changes. When they start speaking about something that's really emotionally heavy on them, their shoulders begin to droop. They begin to look down, and they begin to talking slower and softer and whimpering and welling up, and they go on and on. But then you have to snap out of it. And the music and the exercise, changing your physiology, will help you change your state. And you'll feel more powerful, more impactful. And when you have this extra energy, you're gonna wanna do something with it. Do something constructive with it, not destructive. Do something that is gonna get you moving in the right direction. And in this case, it's getting over that X. Number 9. Expect to be on an emotional roller coaster. When you're in this state, when you're on this emotional high and this emotional low, you're angry, and then you're sad or depressed. What you need to remember is to not act hastily, meaning no keeping tabs on them, no stalking them on your phone, no looking at them on Facebook and checking their status update, Instagram, Snapchat, any of the social media networks. Get rid of it. Don't check on them. You're just stalking them. No physical stalking, no digital or virtual stalking. Just let it go. It's part of acceptance. It's part of forgiveness. Do not stalk and do not make irrational decisions that you will later regret. How many times you look at the social media sites and people just air out their breakup, and they have nothing but negative things to say about the person they just spent 3 years or 30 years with. They're speaking out of emotion and hurt. So we understand that they're hurt, but you don't air out your dirty laundry. Don't go back and forth on social media. Don't even check up on them. No real or virtual stalking. Step number 10, start building a better you. Look, when you're in your relationship, we all make sacrifices. You stop doing something that you've been wanting to do. Maybe you wanted to take up a new language. Maybe you wanted to start a business. Maybe you wanted to travel abroad. Whatever it is, you didn't do it because your relationship was, in some cases, a distraction, or your ambitions were sidetracked, or you simply made a conscious sacrifice for the relationship. Well, now that it's over, it's time to get back to you. It's time for you to build a better you. It's time for you to learn from all the mistakes that you made in the relationship. Build a better you. Be more conscious and aware of your behaviors, your thought processes, your likes, your dislikes. Be more analytical when you are dating someone and you're talking to someone. You can get to the real meat and potatoes of another person's character, and so you will be more proactive, more aware of what you're doing. But now you're coming out the other side a better you. Therefore, you will not take the bad character flaws that you may have had in the past relationship to the next relationship. Build a better you. And as a bonus, don't do anything that's self-destructive, as I said before. Don't run to the bottle, don't run to drugs, and don't run to food to comfort yourself. Go through all those emotions. We all have gone through it. Go through those because it's part of rebuilding yourself. Just because you have a breakup doesn't mean you need to destroy who you are. In fact, in number 10, you need to rebuild who you are. Bigger, better, faster, stronger, healthier, more emotionally mature. All the things that you've been wanting to do, all the positive aspects that you saw in yourself before. I know you have at some point in your life, you thought highly of yourself. You need to get back to that. You need to form the person who you envisioned you were before you were in the relationship, or maybe while you were in the relationship, but you just didn't execute on it. Now is the time to do that. To do it all over again, clean slate, and become the new you. So until next time, conquer with character. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any tips on how to get over a breakup, put it in the comment section below so you can help someone else going through this. The reason why we did this particular episode is because this channel is all about character development and self-growth. And you're not yourself when you're depressed and you're down. Part of the growth is going through tough times, and a breakup is one of the toughest times we will ever go through. And you and I need to know how to get through those particular tough times to come out the other side a bigger, better person with stronger character so we can conquer our goals and dreams. See you later.